Hello, welcome back to GP Nail Art. Jessica here. So this is going to be my last summer mani to close out August. So I'm going to be using this iGel beauty color called Good Kissers. You can see it's a bright neon pink. And then I couldn't let the summer go by without using Lagoon, which I got from Cascade Color Works. And that's that beautiful tealy blue chunky glitter. So I've been wanting to use both of these colors kind of since I've gotten them. Also, I'm just showing here that I actually put some tips on this hand and just did an overlay with builder gel. I was kind of just wanting them to be a little bit longer going into the fall. I am going to be using my Virgo Gem liquid, so I've been really liking them, especially for applying them on my applying them to my dominant hand with my non-dominant hand. So I am gonna speed up through some of this as I'm just doing my regular dip powder application. So I'm going to do the bright pink color on my thumb, index finger. I'll do the chunky glitter on my pinky and ring finger, and then I'm going to do kind of an ombre between the two on my middle finger. So not too much out of the ordinary, but I am also excited to start getting into some fall manis and fall colors, but I just wanted to do something really nice and bright to finish up the summer manis. So I'm absolutely in love with that Lagoon color as well, so I can't wait until y'all can see how pretty that one really is. And I've still been liking those Virgo and Gem liquids. They're a little bit more slow drying, so it gives you a little bit more of an opportunity to kind of go a little bit slower for the base coat application. So especially doing that with my non-dominant hand, it makes it a little bit easier for me. So I've really been enjoying them so far. But for now, I will go ahead and let you watch because I'm just doing my regular dip powder application, and then we'll talk about the chunky glitter soon. And actually also, before I forget, I will put a video up in the cards. I recently posted a video for an A to Z nail art challenge, and I asked everybody to offer some suggestions in the comment box. I'll use a random comment picker to pick one of the suggestions, and we're gonna of course start off with the letter A, so any kind of nail art theme or any kind of like nail technique or method or anything there is that you want to know about that starts with the letter A. Go ahead and leave it in the comments, and I'll probably pick one of the comments around the end of the month and have the video out in September, and then I'll do the same thing in September, create a video for the letter B, and so on and so forth until we go through the whole alphabet. And I'll also be featuring whichever comment gets picked. If you have a YouTube or an Instagram, if you want to leave that in the comment as well, I will feature your information to kind of pay it forward. I've had help with other YouTubers along the way featuring my information, and I just want to share the wealth, so to speak. and look at this glitter. I am absolutely in love with that color. So for the chunky glitter, I'm going to do the same thing that I've done in previous videos. I find it easier to pour over the glitter so that way you get some of those smaller pieces and more of the acrylic powder for like the first two layers, and that way your nail doesn't end up being too thick and too bulky. And then for the third layer, instead of dipping in or pouring over, I'll actually just place some of those chunkier glitters exactly where I want them. I do end up doing a third layer anyways with clear, so I'm not really worried too much about any like durability or strength or anything like that. So typically, as long as I have at least the 3 layers. And I'm just using my glitter press to make sure they're all nice and laying down flat, so when I get to the filing, I don't file into any of those glitters as well, because I don't want to ruin that color at all. And I'm not including the filing in this video. It was already a little bit long just with the dip powder process and everything, so I'm just kind of showing the application for this one. Oh, and also, by the way, the Cascade Color Works is a relatively new company. I believe they launched at the end of last year, if I'm not mistaken. So they are a fairly new company, but I saw on their website that they have just recently launched their own set of dip powder liquids, like a dip powder system. So I believe they have a pH bond, which is your dehydrator, your base coat activator, and then top coat. So maybe the next time that I'm ready to make a purchase from them, I will have to try out their liquids as well and just see how I like them. But and they have also since launched new colors as well, so they are expanding their product line quite a lot. But I really love some of their chunky glitters. They just look, even though, like, for instance, this one is that teal color, it just looks I don't even know how to explain it. You just get such a beautiful color shift, and not even like a color shift to other colors. It's still just the teal, but from like a light to dark teal. It's just so pretty. Hopefully I'm explaining it and doing it justice, but I'm absolutely in love with this color. It's such a beautiful color. So I'm just gonna go ahead and place some of those chunky glitter. So I'm just pouring most of the powder back into the jar there, or all of it. I'll use what I kind of spilled a little bit on my paper cloth there to add some additional glitters to each one of those nails, and then we'll move on to the ombre on my middle nail. Okay, so I'm moving on to the ombre for these. So for the first layer, I am going to do the tap ombre to kind of get that pink powder, just doing a vertical ombre. So it's kind of ombre between the two colors. And I'm going to pour over the chunky glitter for the time being, just to kind of get that first layer. I'm not really worried yet about any of those chunkier glitters kind of falling into place. And you can see it's kind of heavy on the pink side. I have a little bit more of the pink than I do the chunky glitter, which is fine, because what I'll end up doing is alternating between the two. So on the next layer, I will start with the chunky glitter, and then layer in the pink, or ombre in the pink. So for the second layer, I believe I do use one of my e.l.f. eyeshadow brushes. I got them from Target, but they're probably available on Amazon as well. And I like the fluffier eyeshadow brush for the chunkier glitters. I just kind of feel like the bristles, since they're a little bit looser, pick up the glitters a little bit better, or some of the bigger pieces in that chunkier powder. And then my Wet n Wild eyeshadow brush is a little bit denser, so it works really good for the cream colors. Okay, and then for the third layer, I will start with the pink again. This time I'm just kind of trying to be very careful that I don't go too far over the center of my nail, because I don't want the pink to overpower the glitter. But I am still going to go in and place some of those chunky glitters where I want them on that side of the nail, so I get a nice kind of ombre look between the two. Look at how pretty that is. So I'm just going to clean up my table and we're going to move on to applying the clear. So I have my regular clear as well as my dedicated glitter clear. So I'm just going to go through, I'm going to speed this up. It's just my regular, again, dip powder application and encapsulating all of these nails in the clear so that when I go to file and buff, I'm not ruining any of that glitter or even the color with any kind of file marks or anything like that. And then we'll move on to activator. Okay, so again, I'm going to file off camera, and now they are all nice and filed and shaped and everything. So I'm going to go in with my second coat of activator. So I'm just going to do one like passive activator on each nail, and this is just going to help the top coat to kind of cure and be nice and shiny. It's kind of how the dip powder system works. So I'm just going to let those set for a moment. I do like to go in with my cotton round. You can use a paper towel or a lint-free wipe. I like to use a little bit of alcohol just to kind of make sure I'm getting all of that activator off my skin and the surface of my nail, because I don't want to contaminate my top coat at all or make the brush harden. And then also in between each nail, before you put your brush back in the bottle, you just want to wipe that off on your paper towel. So I'm just going to go ahead and go in with 2 to 3 swipes across the whole surface of the nail, wipe off the brush, and go back in for the remaining nails the same exact way. And then you can be more thorough with the top coat application on the second go around. So you always want to do 2 layers of the top coat, no more, no less, and that will make sure that everything is nice and shiny for your dip powder systems. Alright, so I'm just finishing up with my Candi Skin Care cuticle oil. So you always want to make sure that you rehydrate and renourish your skin after using all the chemicals from the dip liquids and alcohol and things like that. Even filing and buffing sometimes kind of roughs up my skin a little bit. Sometimes if you get a little too close to your skin when you're filing, it kind of roughs everything up, so this just kind of helps your skin stay nice and smooth. But let me know what you think. If you're not already, please subscribe and place a like and make some comments down below. Let me know what you think. And I'll show a close-up of the colors in just a moment. But I am absolutely in love. My God, look at that glitter. Isn't that absolutely stunning? I wasn't sure about the color combo, but I absolutely love them. So let me know what you think. And until next time, bye for now.